Welcome to Flourish in 5. My name is Heather Lottinen, and every Friday I share a story, a lesson, or a quick idea with the goal of helping you gain a new perspective. Please, if you could be so kind to share this episode, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, it would be really helpful. I am recording this episode a few weeks prior to its release. This will be released on Friday, June 25th. And as of that day, I am most likely in a hospital for an extended EEG study on my brain. My brain's been doing some interesting things. I think it's exceptional, but whatever, they want to look at it. And when I first found out that I was going to be admitted for 3 to 5 days in a hospital to study my brain, of course, like anyone, I'm thinking, I don't have time for that. How can I be away from my business, my family, everything for 3 to 5 days? And so you immediately experience some resistance and overwhelm, but I quickly caught it. And I thought to myself, I asked a better question. So instead of saying, why is this happening to me? When actually I think my brain is perfectly fine. Why am I having to do this? It's so annoying. It's taking up time. I changed the question. Again, we've said this before. Tony Robbins says the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. And I asked myself, what does this make possible? And so then I started to get really excited because I have created lists upon lists in priority order of all of the things that I would like to accomplish and get done while I am in the hospital. So they have Wi-Fi, I can have my laptop, my iPad, all of my work, and I am just going to knock out things that have been on my list for a while that I haven't had time to do. And I'm actually at this point, as of this recording, really looking forward to it. Now, I'm using these dates loosely because when this airs, I should be in the hospital, but sometimes things change and I'm not sure what that looks like. I go into the hospital on Wednesday, June 23rd, and 3 to 5 days from that date, I should be released. They indicated that if after 3 days, my brain activity looks fine, they just release me. If they see anything, they're going to keep me longer. But I've always kind of had this attitude of, what does this make possible? And I learned that originally from Michael Hyatt. But for instance, if you are at a doctor's appointment or you're stuck in traffic or something that would usually annoy you, can you find a way to make the best of it? If I always have a book in my purse, or I have my Kindle with me, or if I know I'm going to be really long, I will take my laptop or my iPad if I think I can access a network. But there's always something I can be doing, or if I forget those things, which is very rare, but I guess does happen, then I have podcasts in my queue, or I always have a notebook with me on things that brainstorming that I can do, that I can work on. I never find myself without a backup plan to being productive and seize an opportunity that I would have previously looked at as a frustration. This happened to a friend of mine recently. She took her son to MedExpress, to a walk-in clinic, because he wasn't feeling well. And she was bored and it took several hours, longer than they anticipated. And I said, didn't you bring a book? Always have a book with you. And she said, no, I didn't think of it. Didn't you bring some work that you can do? Can't you listen to a podcast? Did you bring any snacks? Like what is happening here? I just try to take every possible opportunity to make the best of a situation. So instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Or why does this suck so bad? Could you reframe it and say, what does this make possible? This happens to me if I'm delayed at an airport, or in one case, I was grounded overnight in Chicago due to weather. And I was really disappointed. That one was challenging for me because I was tired and I really wanted to get home. But I had all of my work with me. So I asked myself, what is this possible? And sometimes, it's not even about being productive. In that case, if I'm remembering correctly, this was a few years ago, I feel like I did a little bit of work, but I was so distraught by this that I just picked a Netflix show to watch that I had been wanting to watch, that I didn't ever make the time to watch. And I just watched a show. So you can always shift your thinking to serve you better. It's a choice. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you catch it, and I caught this really quickly, actually, I caught it within minutes. When the nurse said to me, "You will be in the hospital for 3 to 5 days," I was like, what? Within a few minutes, I had turned it around to, oh man, this is going to be great. I, I hope that everything's okay with my brain, but I'm kind of hoping they keep me 5 days. No, that's not true. That's not true. I would like to get out in 3 days, but I have a list of things that for sure will keep me busy. There's no shortage of work that I can accomplish. So as a result, I'm looking forward to it. Now, check in with me the week after this airs and we'll see how I feel about it. But hopefully, I've made the best of it and I got a lot of work done in the process. I hope that you found this useful. I'll see you in the next episode.